Committee meeting for Wednesday, February 19th, 2020 will be called to order.
Calling the roll, Mr. Tuma.
Here.
Mr. Miller. Here. Ms. Conwell. Ms. Conwell is absent at the moment. Mr. Schrein.
Here.
Ms. Baker. Ms. Baker is absent. There is a quorum.
Okay. And is there any public comment this morning?
No, Mr. Chair, no one is signed in.
Okay. And Ms. Conwell has just joined us. Madam Clerk, if you could please read the, I'm sorry, could I have approval of minutes from the February 5th, 2020 meeting?
So move.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the February 5th, 2020 meeting. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. And Madam Clerk, if you could please read the first matter referred to committee.
Resolution number 2020-0043, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires rehabilitation of Lee Boulevard from Euclid Avenue to Forest Hills Boulevard in the city of East Cleveland. Total estimated project cost $1,801,000.
Okay, and if you could just please state your name for the record and explain this ordinance to us.
The county is requesting convenience and welfare for the rehabilitation of Lee Boulevard between Euclid and Forest Hills. This is in the city of East Cleveland. Oh, thank you. I apologize.
That's
Thanks.
okay. That's all right.
It's in the city of East Cleveland. Anticipated construction is next year, but we will be designing it this year. The funds, the total project costs $1.8 million. We will be, county will be responsible for 80%. East Cleveland will be responsible for 20%.
Okay. And when is this up? So the design phase is occurring now? Is that
Yes.
what's happening? And when is the anticipated start date for actual work?
Construction will be in 2021.
Okay. All right. Questions from my colleagues? Mr. Miller?
Are we applying for any assistance, like DOPWIC, or any federal funding or anything like that, or are we paying for all of it?
Our part of it, we're paying for the 80%. East Cleveland did apply for Issue 1 funding for their part of it and received funding.
Okay.
Why are we not applying for any assistance for our part?
I think because it's one project, East Cleveland applied for Issue 1 funding, so then we are not applying for Issue 1 funding as a result.
Okay. And when it says rehabilitation, what's going to happen?
We're going to basically, it's a little bit more than a resurface, take some of the asphalt that's currently out there and then put new asphalt back in.
Okay. Are there any sewer work going to be done at all, or underground or anything?
No.
Okay, just basically surface and re-asphalting and things.
Correct.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, and I see you're looking for this on, what, second reading suspension, so you can move forward with the design?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll make that motion for second reading suspension.
Second.
And we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it, and we'll move that forward on second reading suspension. And if you could, Madam Clerk, please read the next resolution.
Resolution number 2020-0044, approving right-of-way exhibit number M-5042 for rehabilitation of St. Clair Avenue Bridge, number 04.44 over Dome Brook in the city of Cleveland.
Okay, and if you could just again state your name for the record.
Jessica French.
Okay, and then you want to just a brief explanation?
Yep, the county is rehabilitating St. Clair Avenue. We do require right-of-way. It is one parcel from the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland, we've requested donation. The city of Cleveland has said that they will donate the property needed for the project.
Okay, so we're doing a rehabilitation of the bridge or the road or?
The bridge itself.
The bridge itself, okay. And then you need a right-of-way of property in Cleveland, and Cleveland's agreed to give that up. Okay. Any questions here?
Is this considered, Mr. Chair, to Ms. French, is this considered, After the right-of-way, then there will be a design and all that.
The design has already started, just to know where what right-of-way we need. We're looking at construction in 2021, but the design is currently happening right now.
Okay, and where's this bridge located?
It's on St. Clair, above the Cultural Gardens.
Okay.
Be the best way to
I'm
explain
trying
it.
to think of what bridge that is, though.
There's two. So there's one over MLK, the road itself, and then just a little bit over is a little bit east is the one over
Is
Doan
that
Creek.
where Eddie Road?
Is it what? I'm
Eddie
sorry.
Road, where Eddie Road is?
It's actually just over a creek itself.
Over
So
a creek. Okay. If you could send me a picture of that, I'd like to add my name to that.
we'll do.
One quick question, since we have 20 minutes to spare, no. One quick question, as far as the property goes, will that revert back to Cleveland after the project's over, or how's that work?
Most of the property acquisition will be temporary. There is a small sliver. I don't have the exact amount right here, but that will be permanent. But it's very minimal.
Okay. Any other questions? Mr. Miller?
What is the anticipated project cost?
The anticipated project cost is $2.675 million. We are 80%. It's a federal project. 80% will be coming from federal funding. 20% will be coming from the county.
And one more question, how much time will be required for construction?
That I do not have with me. The temporary easement itself, we're obtaining for 24 months. But it's usually less than that, but I can get you that information.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And with that, I see you're looking for a second reading suspension here as well. I would assume to try to move this along with it being a bridge, so I'll make that motion for second reading suspension.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for second reading suspension. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. And the ayes have it. Thank you. Is there anything else before finance? There will be. Is there anything else before Public Works Committee miscellaneous business? Anything?
You got my name? Okay.
Okay, you want to add Ms. Conwell's name to that? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And Mr.
Just a scheduling note, the Finance and Budgeting Committee starts at 10:30.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Miller. Okay, and with that, could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And we have a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and this meeting will adjourn at 10:12 a.m.
That was the quickest ever.